Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on a team from the Big 12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Stallions ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game?
Oh, a lot of space. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Washington.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stallions offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how is this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy, because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible, because he has wrecked many a games.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They go to the ground. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Stallions are marching down the field. play action on first down. Quick strike complete. Made a defender miss. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Under fire. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Stallion. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll try the run. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Hand off to the fullback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Direct snap. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He wants to change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running to the left. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Here comes the option. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bullock. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGowan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lawson. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might be calling a hot route. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bullock. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll run it from the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. How about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And the Stallions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for space, it's Holmes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Back to the ground with the running back. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Stallions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Now on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for room, it's Holmes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass, it's Flaletta. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bullock. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
They'll run the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Stallions line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. And that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll go to the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the draw. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game, and one of the biggest reasons why, I'd say they're losing.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Stallions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another